Spain, world number 2, 2024 European champions. A squad with 9 Barcelona players, 3 from Arsenal, plus names like Pedri, Gavi, Rodri, Lamine Yamal, and Nico Williams. So the question is, why couldn't they score a single goal against an African island even smaller than the city of Malaga, 0-0, against Cabo Verde, a debutant team in the first match of the 2026 World Cup? Why could Spain, with all that quality, look so empty on the pitch? And more importantly, was this a minor alarm or a real danger sign? Okay, before we start judging Spain, let's be honest on paper, their 2026 squad is insane. Just imagine, 9 players from Barcelona alone, plus 3 from Arsenal, 3 from Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid, 0, not a single one. And that's not because of a lack of quality, it's Luis de la Fuente's deliberate choice, as he prefers to have players who are already accustomed to his system. In goal, there's the solid Unai Simon from Athletic Bilbao, with Arsenal's David Raya as a reliable backup. In midfield, the Pedri, Gavi, Rodri trio is perhaps one of the best midfields Spain has had since the Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets era. And up front, there's Lamine Yamal, an 18-year-old already considered one of the most exciting players on the planet. They enter the 2026 World Cup as the reigning European champions. Their qualification is impeccable: 5 wins, 1 draw, 21 goals, and just 2 conceded. They're joint favorites with France to lift the trophy. Everyone agreed this was Spain's year, then Cabo Verde came along, and everything collapsed. June 15, 2026, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta. Spain versus Cabo Verde, a team making their first World Cup appearance. From a country with a population of around 500,000. The odds makers? Spain was at 1,200. That means if you bet 1 million rupiah on Spain to win, you'd only get 80,000. Everyone was sure this would be an easy night. What happened? One of the most surprising results in the history of this tournament. Spain dominated possession as usual, but every time they approached the penalty box, there was one man standing between them and the goal. Vocinha, the 40-year-old goalkeeper who played in the Portuguese 2nd Division last season. 4 crucial saves, tipping an Oyarzabal header onto the post, tipping a Ferran Torres shot from 6 yards out, thwarting Laporte, Marino, and Cucurella. Ferran Torres even hit the crossbar from close range with the goal open. This wasn't just about superb defense, it was about the utter bluntness of Spain's attack. And the most painful part? Lamine Yamal, their superstar, was only introduced in the 79th minute. When he came on, the crowd cheered the loudest of the night. But even Yamal couldn't make a difference. The final whistle blew, 0-0. Cabo Verde celebrated as if they had just won the World Championship, and they deserved to. Now, this isn't about Cabo Verde playing exceptionally well, though they certainly did play with discipline and heroism. This is about 3 structural problems Spain had before the first ball was kicked. Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams are the heart of the modern Spanish attack. 2 wingers who provide the pace, creativity, and unpredictability this team needs to break down tight defenses. But both entered the World Cup fresh from injury. De la Fuente opted not to force them into the starting lineup. The result? Spain's attack without them looked like an orchestra without a violin. Everything was there, but something essential was missing. The question isn't whether Yamal and Nico Williams are good. Everyone knows they are. The question is, how quickly can they return to their best in a tournament that doesn't have time to wait? This is the most interesting paradox of Spain 2026. When you have Pedri, Gavi, Rodri, and Fabian Ruiz in the middle, you have near-perfect possession. But who's going to finish the game? Ferran Torres, Oyarzabal? Both are quality players, but not pure strikers with a natural eye for goal. Without a true number 9, Spain relies on collective creativity to create goals. That works well when all the components are in perfect order, as at Euro 2024. But when the opponent plays with a tight 2-line block as Cabo Verde did, this system loses its way. The ball swirls around in front of the penalty area, but no one is brave enough or capable of breaking it. And this is what people often forget. Spain may be good in other tournaments, but the World Cup has been a different story since they won in 2010. Since that historic victory in South Africa 16 years ago, Spain was eliminated in the group stage in 2014, and twice more were eliminated in the round of 16 in 2018 and 2022. Each time they came with a competitive squad with high expectations, and each World Cup proved that the pressure here is different from other tournaments. Some call it mentality, others say it's preparation. But whatever the cause, the pattern is too consistent to ignore, and the 0-0 against Cabo Verde felt like a painful déjà vu. Okay, but I have to be fair here. This is only the first match, and history shows that a loss or a bad result in the first match of a World Cup isn't the end of the world. In 2010, Spain lost their first match against Switzerland 1-0. After that, they won every match and lifted the trophy. Argentina also lost their opening match against Saudi Arabia in 2022. We all know how that went. Yamal and Nico Williams will likely be fitter in the next matches. De La Fuente still has room to improve tactically, and their next opponent, Saudi Arabia, isn't an unbeatable team. But the important point is this: Spain's margin for error is now almost zero. One more bad result, and they could repeat the 2014 story, going home early. So will Spain win the 2026 World Cup? If Yamal and Nico Williams are back at full strength maybe, their individual qualities are undeniable. Rodri, as captain, provides stability. De La Fuente knows how to win major tournaments. But if the problems that emerged against Cabo Verde aren't fixed soon, a lack of goalkeeping, an over-reliance on two players, and the lingering ghost of World Cup history, then Spain could be one of the most disappointing teams in the tournament. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Can Spain still win, or is this the beginning of another failure? Let me know in the comments, and if you want me to dissect other teams with similar problems, subscribe and turn on notifications until the next video.